2024 political law bar question. So this is number 2 question. So we have Rocco, a lawyer, filed a petition for mandamus to compel the President of the Philippines to defend the West Philippine Sea against Chinese invasion. Rocco alleged that the President has a ministerial duty to protect the national territory. Rocco likewise asked the President to bring the territorial dispute before the United Nations Security Council after diplomatic protests proved futile. Will the petition for mandamus prosper? Explain. Answer yes. The petition for mandamus will prosper. Article 7, Section 18 of the 1987 Constitution states, the President shall be the Commander-in-Chief of all armed forces of the Philippines, and whenever it becomes necessary, he may call out such armed forces to prevent or suppress lawless violence, invasion, or rebellion. In case of invasion or rebellion, when the public safety requires it, he may, for a period not exceeding 60 days, suspend the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus as placed the Philippines or any part thereof under martial law within 48 hours from the proclamation of martial law or the suspension of the privilege of writ of habeas corpus. The President shall submit a report in person or in writing to the Congress. The Congress, voting jointly by a vote of at least a majority of all its members in regular or special session, may revoke such proclamation as suspension, which revocation shall not be set aside by the President upon the initiative of the President. The Congress may, in the same manner, extend such proclamation or suspension for a period to be determined by the Congress if the invasion or rebellion shall persist and public safety requires it. The Congress, if not in session within 24 hours following such proclamation or suspension, con- convene in accordance with its rules without need of a call. The Supreme Court may review in an appropriate proceeding filed by any citizen the sufficiency of the factual basis of the proclamation or martial law or the suspension of the privilege of the writ or the extension thereof, and must promulgate its decision thereon within 30 days from its filing. A state of martial law as does not suspend the operation of the 1987 Constitution, nor supplant the functioning of the civil courts or legislative assemblies, nor authorize the conferment of jurisdiction and military courts and agencies over civilian where civil courts are able to function nor automatically suspend the privilege of the writ. The suspension of the privilege of the writ shall apply only to persons judicially charged for rebellion or offenses inherent in an in as directly connected with invasion. During the suspension of the privilege of the writ, any person thus arrested or detained shall be judicially charged within 3 days, otherwise he shall be released. Further, Section 21 of Article 7 of the 1987 Constitution states, no treaty or international agreement shall be valid and effective unless concurred in by at least two-thirds of all members of the Senate. Furthermore, Principle 21 of the Stockholm Declaration declares that states have 1. The sovereign right to exploit their own resources pursuant to their own environmental policies, and 2. The responsibility to ensure their activities within this jurisdiction as control do not cause damage to the environment or other states or of areas beyond the limits of national jurisdiction, or otherwise as the good neighborliness principle. Sarmiento 2007. Hence, the mandamus is a bedsheet that was properly laid, since as the head of the state, he must execute the law rather than make it its long arm a broken bones. So that's it. That's my answer for question number 2 in political law. So I hope that you can follow these videos. Thank you and good day.